Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Ray Pastor, and today I'm going to talk about choosing an instructional design or instructional technology master's program, what to look for, what are things that you should consider when, considering this degree, and what school should I choose. So the first thing that I'm going to say is you need to do your research. Why? You don't just pick the first university that pops up. Make sure you actually research them. Why? Because instructional design is an odd field. We're not like other fields where if you're going to be a mechanical engineer, you're going to be a mechanical engineer. Instructional design can mean a person's going to K to 12. They're going to be like a teacher, or they're going to be a tech facilitator for a school. They're going to go into corporate or government and be like in business and industry. Or they might even just be like a freelance consultant. You're not really sure. Maybe they're going to go into higher ed and they want to be an instructional designer for a university and help teachers and professors develop courses. So, when I say do your research, you have to figure out what the program is all about. So is the program a K to 12 program? Are they a higher, geared towards the business and industry professions? What does it look like? What do their degrees look like? Where do they really gear their students towards? A lot of programs are all, and they encompass everything, but some have very specific focuses. So, make sure the program actually matches you there. All right, next thing to look at. Who are the professors? Are there any big names in the field? And what does that even mean? Are they a big name in publishing and research? Because that's really, is that helping you with your master's or your doctorate? Or are they a big name in corporate or a big name in K to 12 education? So who are they? The point of a master's degree is to teach you how to work. So if I have a huge research name, am I going to really be able to teach you how to work, or teach you how to do research? I mean, maybe you can do both, but make sure that you're really, looking for professors that are going to get you towards your end goal. So when I say that, make sure your professors have worked in whatever your goal is. So if your goal is to go into business and industry, make sure the faculty, at least one or two of the faculty in that department, have worked in business and industry. And I don't just mean like they've done a project here and there. I mean, have they had a permanent job, shown promotion for a company, where they were really, that was their career for a while, really been in business and industry. And same thing for higher ed or K to 12. If you're a K to 12 teacher, have any of the faculty there worked in K to 12 schools? Do they know what's going on in that arena? And I'd really tell you to look for faculty that are still doing it. Just as an example, I have a consulting firm, so I'm still, even though I was a permanent employee in business industry for a number of years, I'm still doing it. So look for those kinds of things so you can match yourself with your faculty. Make sure that, when you're looking at the professors, do they have a website? Can you see their resume? If you can't see that kind of stuff, I'd start to get a little alarmed that this might be all adjuncts. If you can't figure out who the faculty are in the program, that's alarming. If you can't, see their resumes, like who is this person? What have they done? What are they doing? Make sure you can find that kind of stuff. And you're talking about instructional technology. If they don't have a website, you've got to have a website and be able to find these people. So, are the professors active in the field? So that means, A, are they publishing research? Which, as a master's student, research shouldn't be that important to you. That's really for Ph.D. students. You're more interested in, is the professor active in the field? Are they currently doing projects for companies or clients? Or, really out there in education or in higher ed and seeing what's happening in instructional design? Because that's your focus. What are they doing? Are they going to, what kind of conferences do they go to? Do they go to research conferences? Do they go to any practitioner conferences? Because master's is practitioner. So, really, what are they doing? Because they're the people who are going to lead you to your end goal. All right. Are the professors all full-time? Are they adjunct? Try to find that out if you can. You need to go to a program that has full-time faculty members. There can be some adjuncts. Sure, every program is going to have that here and there. But the majority of your instruction should come from real faculty. All right, so what does the program look like? Do they have a really comprehensive website? Or is it just a one-page general informational thing that you can't get a lot of information out of? Find that out. Find out, are they on Facebook? Can you, do they have this alumni network? Are you able to contact these people and see them and figure out what they're doing? Figure that kind of stuff out. It's really important to make sure that there's some kind of presence. This is a real, built up program. What do the students do when they graduate the program? Can you find that out? It should be listed on their website what the students are doing, but talk to the faculty, talk to students, and figure out what are they really doing? What kind of salaries are they getting? What kind of jobs? Where are they getting them? What kind of industries? Are students graduating and getting 3 and 4 job offers? Or are they graduating and it's taking them a year to get a job? Find that out. And make sure you talk to the students. If you ask them to speak to a student or alumni and you can't, that should be a red flag. Make sure you can talk to students in the program. And that, if they have a Facebook page or whatever, you can jump right on and see, are the students on there? What kind of reputation does the program have? Can you even find this out? Maybe, maybe not, but that's where talking to students can really help you. And one, big piece of advice, before you apply, please meet with a professor in that program. Talk to them. Get that general feeling. Does this person know what they're talking about? Are they going to really help me and be able to coach me into whatever career I'm going into? Are they going to guide me through that? And make sure they can. It doesn't have to be you don't need to talk to every professor, but make sure you talk to someone. And this also tells you, hey, are people going to be available to me when I apply and I'm in this program? Am I going to have someone to talk to? If you can't talk to a professor in the program now, why do you think you're going to be able to do it when you're in the program? To go along with that, make sure that when you're in the program, when you're looking at all the requirements and everything, try and figure out if there is, what are you really doing? Master's programs are really geared towards you needing an end goal. Whereas Ph.D. is for you, your end goal is really as a research degree, whereas a master's degree is really, application. You're trying to do something. I'm trying to get my students to get a job somewhere. So make sure that as part of their program, there are internships, chances to work with real clients. Make sure they're doing that kind of stuff so you can really be an instructional designer and leave with you don't want to leave with no work experience. You want to leave with some in the field. And finally, the last thing you need to look at, obviously, these are two of the biggest things, is do you want face-to-face time? Do you want online time? Do you want virtual time? How are the courses being taught? Is there a mixture of everything? I think a lot of programs are really heading into that hybrid, and a lot of stuff is being done online. So, make sure you're not going to be in classes with 40 or 50 students. Are you going to be in a class with 7 or 8, which is my preference for a graduate class? Not that they're all like that. That's just my preference. Make sure that the program's taught in a way that meets your lifestyle and fits your needs. Do you need to go through and are there a lot of prereqs? Or, how does it work if you want to come in the spring or summer or something like that? And then look at cost. Cost is a huge factor as well. Obviously, you got to compare that because some programs are really expensive, some aren't. Why are some cheaper? You have to really go in and try to figure that stuff out. Thank you.